Excellent tool. Dorie, I love the example of Antonio. Share another example of someone who you think is like me or like our audience. They have some followers. They're looking to build a brand. They want to be known as someone who's adding value, sharing a story that someone else isn't telling. Share another example of someone in your lexicon that's started like a viewer and kind of moved up into being a strong social influencer. What did they do that was maybe replicable?
Yeah, there's the thing that I love about the people that I profiled in my various books, especially Standout and the latest one, Entrepreneurial You, is that there are so many different paths to be able to really break through and be successful, Scott. I mean, I was talking earlier about the 3 principles of content creation and social proof and network, and those remain consistent. But when you think about something like content creation, there's a million directions you could go. It could be podcasts, it could be writing, it could be speaking. It's really, what are you comfortable with and where do you excel? And so one story that I especially liked from Entrepreneurial You is about a guy named Todd Herman. And Todd, I enjoyed his story because he was somebody that really started out with basically no assets, meaning he was not well known. He did not have a budget to spend. He didn't have any famous connections or anything like that. He was a regular guy. And he lived in Western Canada, so not even a metropolitan area really. And what his deal was, this is a number of years ago, he was a youth sports coach, and he specialized in youth mindset. So like, how do you master the mental game of sports? And he wanted to build his business, and so like a smart businessman, he took stock of what he was good at, and he said, well, I don't have money, I don't really have connections, but I like speaking. I'm a good public speaker. Let me do that. Yeah. So the first thing he did was he just decided to max it out. So he called up every single youth sports organization in all of Western Canada, anywhere he could drive to. And he said, I will speak to you for free, but there's only one stipulation. For every kid who's in the audience, you need at least one parent to be there. And of course, this was the smart thing, number 2, because he realized the kids themselves are not the buyers. The parents are the buyers. They have to be in the room. But so he started doing this. He booked 60 talks in 90 days. He was just, rocking it. He was, giving a talk almost every day, driving around. And sure enough, he was able to get clients from it, and he was able to get momentum for his business. But something that was very cool and very unexpected for him happened through the talks and just the sheer grit and muscle of doing it, which is that he, after these talks, got approached by a couple of parents. And they said, Todd, this is really good stuff. Do you do this for grown-ups too? And of course he didn't. He had never even thought about doing it for grown-ups. But when they asked, he's no dummy. He said, sure, yeah, I do it for grown-ups. And so from those speeches, he was able to land his first 2 adult clients. One was the Canadian government. The other was a National Hockey League team. And so immediately he had started this whole new line of his business with massive social proof because they were these well-known brands. And so today, Todd is a very successful consultant and a coach. He actually just came out with his first book, which is called The Alter Ego Effect. And it started through his hustle of starting from nothing and doing public speaking.